Tato! Today we're going to be talking about how to get the best success out of your curriculum.
I have 4 boys, and I remember when I was teaching the first 2 to ride their bicycles. There are 3 things you must know to ride a bicycle: how to pedal, how to balance and turn, and how to brake. So I helped them practice, and they were soon calling out, "See Dad, I can ride my bike." So I took them on a longer bike ride around a 10-kilometre estuary. Now at one point you come down a slight hill near the gas station across the road from those cafes, and you turn back onto the footpath, and as I did I lightly applied my brakes, and boy number 1 rode into the back of my bike and fell off. Then boy number 2 masterfully swerved and avoided running into me, but ran right over top of his brother, came off his bike and rolled onto the busy road. Now a car swerved, another pulled in to help, and I had 2 boys crying with bloodied knees. Now, what had gone wrong? Well, 3 things must you know. I'd taught them how to pedal, balance and turn and to brake, but they'd not learned how to brake. And why? Well, the answer is simple. Braking holds no relevance until you know how to pedal, balance and turn.
And this is what it's like with outreach training. Many seem to think people just need to be taught how to share the gospel, which is good, but this is a little like his sons with the brakes on their bikes. Sharing the gospel takes place in the context of a conversation.
Yeah.
And so if you don't know how to get a non-threatening, two-way spiritual conversation going, how are you ever going to get a chance to share the gospel?
You see, while we must teach both gospel and conversational skills, until they've mastered the conversational skills, they'll have no chance to use the gospel skills, which makes teaching those conversational skills particularly important.
Now, to help you, we've created some great video resources which we can show you later. But to help you understand the paradigm first, the key to a great conversation is great questions. Imagine a youth has a friend who says all religions are rubbish. How are they to reply? I mean, explaining why religion isn't rubbish might take some time, and in all likelihood the youth who made the comment isn't wanting a long explanation. So, what if we taught our youth how to ask questions like,
What do you mean by that?
and
Where'd you get that idea from?
in doing so, they put the onus of proof back on the youth who made the statement, and the fact is, it could open things up, resulting in a meaningful two-way conversation. And, in case you haven't noticed yet, this was the method Jesus used, replying with questions. For example, "Good teacher, what must I do to be saved? Why do you call me good? Jesus, should we pay taxes to Caesar? Show me a coin, whose face is on it?"
But there's more to this conversational skill set than this, because we live in a culture that boxes some people really quickly, and we Christians are sometimes the ones being boxed. Sometimes a conversation won't start in a fair way. There might be an accusation or a negative assumption made about the Christian. I mean, how are our youth to engage if the moment they stand up they're being accused of being homophobic or something silly like that? Well, again, there are conversational skills that Jesus applied that we can learn. For example, Jesus was once asked by what authority he did the things that he did. And do you know his answer?
What?
Well, he never replied their question.
Another time, Jesus was asked whether a woman caught in adultery should be stoned to death. The correct answer, according to the Jewish law, was yes. But Jesus again refused to answer. He paused while they pressed him for an answer and then said, "Let whoever is without sin cast the first stone."
You see, when we're fishing, you don't catch fish by hitting them with a stick. Instead, you lure them in with some bait. You see, sometimes we're so eager to be a witness that we say too much. And yes, we should speak the truth, but sometimes people aren't ready to hear it. And so there can be wisdom in asking questions instead of presenting an argument, so that we have the opportunity to engage a conversation.
Our point is that you can teach your youth these kinds of conversational skills, and it will help them to find opportunities to share their testimony and faith, and God will work.
While all the things in this outreach training curriculum are good, they're not all of equal value.
Some parts, like the conversational skills, need special focus because until they are mastered, nearly everything else might remain largely unapplied.
We hope this
Is making sense.